Come hold me close, just let me know if you're here to thick and thin. Come hold me close, baby, I know.
The secret of getting ahead is getting started. Marker Twain. You better believe it. So the date with Chris was awful. A disaster even. He spent the night chasing me around with what looked like an axe, but was probably just a spare ski or something. And at the end of it, he asked if he could see me again, but instead of kissing me, he leaned in and whispered that I had the calves of a malnourished mountain goat, and that he found my scrawniness appealing because of the potential I had if I would just commit to fitness. So anyway, I'm thinking maybe masculinity is like, not my thing. And that's okay. I've got a date lined up with a real pretty shelf that's just as hot and strong as Chris, and I'm like 90% sure she won't try to kill me. Thanks! I think so too. You got any tips for this date? Anything to keep in mind for going out with someone who could totally crush me with a pinky, but is also feminine and fine? Sure. Okay. I can do that. I'm gonna remember today's quote, too. If you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. African proverb. Setting aside the whole problematic and most assuredly fake African proverb attribution, words of wisdom, man. That calendar sure knows what's what. Oh my god, I think that's her now. Hey, hey, hey!
Shelley bounds into the room, lifting Penelope up into the air and tossing her like a beach ball.
I hope you're ready to get, totally swept off your feet. This is a real love connection, and not two lonely things desperately clinging to each other in a last shot of love.
Oh, wow! That's just what I was about to say! We really are on the same page. But also, please put me down.
Oh my god, am I messing up already? I am so sorry. God, stupid Shelley!
Shelley drops Penelope like a ton of bricks. Penelope slowly, painfully climbs to her feet, while Shelley berates herself.
Oh, you always do this, Shelley. You get too excited, and you just go in.
Oh my god, stop! Don't say that now. I mean, thanks, but not in front of my date. Come on, Shelley. Why don't we just get moving, huh?
Shelley turns towards Penelope, wiping away a few tears.
Yeah.
As you watch the two of them leave arm in arm, you have a sinking feeling. You'll have to come back later and see how it went. A cool breeze tickles at your neck. You can feel someone here, but you can't see anyone.
No. Why are you here? What are you doing? Hi. You're greeting me so casually. like it's easy, like it's nothing. Not now, not here, not yet. Please, please, I'm not ready, not like this. I've dreamed of this, of meeting you, finally. And now the moment is here. I just can't, not yet. I'll be ready when you come back.
The game console turns on. Team 17, Sassy Chap Game, Moon Surgeons. Resurgence. This has to be the most immersive video game you've ever played. Your in-game companion is an absolute stunner. But she doesn't leave you much time to take in the sight of her. She waves you forward, looking around as though she expects an attack to come at any moment.
You're here. I didn't think you'd make it back. Which way do you want to go? Which way do you want to go? They're coming! Oh, you just equipped my Zauer rifle, which means that you're thinking of unloading a whole lot of Zaker charges on these scroufs out here. What are we gonna do? The Zork! Eat Zaker, worm! 88 charges later, that's a whole lot of scrouf carcasses. Nice haul. That ought to teach Celine and her goons. We're near the compound of the Upholders. They'll have assassin class Upholders, as well as surveillance class. We'll have to sneak our way in, and probably start dispatching them with utmost violence. You up for it? You're right. I'll put on my +5 shadow suit. It'll help us get through the sensors in there. Upholder tech is nasty. I found an entrance on the dark side. Should be an easy way in if we just follow the marker on the map.
After a short walk, you find yourself standing in front of a bullet-ridden metal door, way out in the middle of the cold, grey landscape.
This is the entrance I've never seen anyone use. With my chalk picking skills, we'll have this open in no time. Me? I'm your average member of the Resistance. Maybe above average. We fight against the Upholders who are determined to do everything in their power to druck everything up here on my homeworld. I always thought of you as a companion. Someone who followed me around and gave me advice. Cute, but expendable.
Luna picks the lock, allowing you to peer inside. You can see hallways filled with shining electronic doors off into the distance.
Here we go. Upholder Central inside. I'm seeing Grunt class Upholders, who shouldn't be too bad. There will be Surveillance class 2, which can sound the alarm. It is. Very. How do you suggest we do this? That makes sense. With the shadow suit, there's no way they'll hear us coming.
Using all your available grace and patience, you and Luna slowly make your way down the corridors.
Close behind me, Yael.
You drift past both Grunt and Surveillance Upholders with ease.
Good choice on the stealth. I usually prefer the part where we... There you are. Oh no! Assassin!
From your stealthy vantage point, you can get a vague sense of what's happening. A vast laser juts out from some sort of holographic human from down the end of the corridor. The light engulfs Luna and renders her immobile. Bravely, you take Luna's frozen body and crash through the remainder of the hallway. Once she is removed from the power of the strange weapon, she hangs limply in your arms for a moment, enjoying the ride.
Guess I don't have to whisper anymore.
You run further through the maze-like compound and finally make it to an empty office.
Krah. We lost a lot of gear there in the Tryst of Battle, but at least we still have enough health to get us through to the end. We're getting close. You want to press on, or should we take a crafting break? Let's go.
You and Luna make your way through the final threshold and stop right before the entrance.
Oh no, horror of it all.
The way opens up into a large regolith cavern. Mining constructs mingle with moon rocks as the terminus of the station is reached. But perched high on the crane next to a large glowing blue crack in the regolith was a well-outfitted spacer who looked just like Luna.
You came just in time for the festivities to begin. Celine Moonrise, prepare to die! Luna, you'll never take Crescentia's power. Crescentia, the goddess of the moon. We found her in 2066. And next year, she'll be destroyed, leaving us free to harvest.
The glowing crack seems to swell.
Charge, bitch!
The blue deposit of moon rock erupts, and from the crack, a monstrous creature bursts forth.
Crescentia! Go! I'm trying!
The battle is fierce, but ultimately Crescentia and Celine fall to the ground, presumably dead.
Wow! Did that without even a single save. Great job, Yael. I couldn't have done it without you. You're the best partner I could have ever asked for. You always chose the right path, unwaveringly. I'd love to be friends with you, even though it can be dangerous out there in Novaya Moskva. Having a real friend by your side means you keep your KD ratio way down. Well, come back anytime and let's play again. My
Calibrating. Incoming meteor. Readjusting ship course to avoid impact. New data added. It appears we are being watched.
The petite blonde thespian turns her attention to you suddenly, greeting you with a cheerful smile.
Oh, hey there! I didn't realize I had an audience.
She draws a hand over her face, perhaps to help her concentrate. And then...
Tilt the ship to port, Captain. If we are not careful, we will be sucked into that black hole. Acting, of course. I put on a different play each day of the week. Today is Sci-Fi Thursday. The play of the day is Beyond the Starscape. I am playing the role of the navigator robot. Beep boop. Hey, you wouldn't be interested in joining me up here, would you? Great. Can't wait to see what you can do. I'm sure you'll break a leg. But don't break too many. I only have 4 of them. Oh! There is no script. We each pick stock roles and then improvise our way through a little sketch. The genre is our guide. We're very commedia dell'arte here. I'll give you a character, and you can direct the story from there. Oh, don't worry. It's no big deal. We're just playing. There are no stakes at all. We usually don't even have an audience. The important thing is that you have fun. Oh, and that you're comfortable. I am big on the actors being comfortable in their space, so we shouldn't do anything too intense before we get comfortable performing with one another. That means, for lack of a better word, no being a creep. So as long as you follow that rule, I'll play along with anything you say and do. Promise. There's no wrong answers. That's the spirit! And remember, if it ever gets too much for you or you're uncomfortable with the subject matter, you just let me know. Let's pick a safe word. You say the word, and we'll stop doing whatever we're doing. Okay? My word is Davenport. If I say Davenport, it means we stop what we're doing. Go ahead and pick your safe word. Ooh, that's a fun one! Didgeridoo. Didgeridoo. Didgeridoo! Okay, got it. Great! Let me introduce you to today's audience. Don't be nervous. Our viewers are the best, big supporters of the arts. Hello, audience!
Hello.
Aren't you lucky? Mayor Celia the Ceiling is in attendance.
Oh, come now, Jeremy. Don't scare them off. We've actually already met.
Oh, really? Well, who would have guessed that our new scene partner had friends in such high places? Literally.
Har, har. Never heard that one before.
Did you know that Celia is here every week? Turns out she loves sci-fi stuff. Who knew?
I can hear you, you know. And what's so wrong with that? Can an old girl like me have a hobby? I was around back when Star Trek was first released, you know. I've been a fan since day one. Go on.
Aye, aye, Space Commander. Today's play is about a group of space explorers. You're the captain of our starship, and I'm your robot assistant and navigator. And lights up. Beep boop. All systems are green, Captain. We are surrounded by both the vastness of space and the endless prospect of adventure. Query, where shall we go? Understood. Plotting a course for the nearby planet, Clositron 5.
Bouncing up and down to imitate a spaceship entering warp speed. Oh.
We have arrived, Captain. Scanners detect a gathering of aliens outside. They are armed. What would you like to do? You and Sherbot disembark, speaking to the aliens. Unfortunately, they misinterpret your signs of peace and take you captive. Their leader speaks to you.
Human invader. We are a stable race of four-legged creatures. But your robot companion, it is a swivel chair. This brings chaos, instability. You claim to be here in the name of peace and love. But surely you plan to destroy us.
Just then, an explosion! Giant spider-like creatures begin invading the alien camp.
Ah! It's the Ottoman Empire! We will be overrun! What can we do?
Hi-ya! We break through our bonds.
Wow! What an incredible speech! They're retreating. I never thought it was possible to broker a peace with those monsters. Perhaps I was too hasty with them. Perhaps I have been too hasty with you as well, human. From this day forwards, our species shall be allies! Hip, hip.
Lights down. Great work, Captain. That was a classic pulpy space adventure.
Indeed. Though I could do without the screech at the end, thank you.
That's called getting into character.
It's called threatening to shatter my chandelierings. The rest of the play, however, was quite enjoyable. Good work, you two. I'll be sure to catch the follow-up next week.
Thanks, Mayor. See you later. Wow. You did great. You're a natural. Be sure to come back on another day if you want to try out another play. Hope to...
Jeremy bows gracefully. Oh, man. Freddy looks away from you, exiting without a word.
Hey, are you here for Freddy? He knows he lost his cool last time, and he's really ashamed of it. He hasn't been speaking to anyone. I can barely get him to make any ice. Which is a shame because I've got this fantastic pumpkin sour that... you know what? It's not important. Word on the countertop is that he's been pretty active at night. I think it's so he won't have to interact with us much. Maybe if you come back then? Until then, I think we better leave him alone. Big guy needs to sulk in peace. Thank you. Just don't want him to blow up again. Good luck.
The gymnasium. Do you enjoy coming here? I always am. If you're looking to meet some new faces, I could tell you about them. You'll find Stepford, Christoph and Dunk more than anyone here. What can I do for you? And I am no help to you here, I reckon. Carry on.
Overrated. There's nothing exciting enough around here. Well, since you're here now, you entertain me. Yeah. If you were, I might be laughing instead of sitting here bored. All right. That's enough at Look, since you're here taking up my time, maybe you could do me a... I'm trying to get back on the market. Yeah, it's a goddamn crime for a gem like me to be lonely every night. I need a partner. Someone who understands just the kind of triangle. I need someone who appreciates all my angles. Yeah, all of that. If you can't bring me nothing like that, I ain't got no... So get out of here!
There you are. I was just thinking about you, you know.
How about a kiss?
You envelop Betty in your arm. For a few moments, there's nothing but you and her. You and those maddeningly perfect lips and killer curves.
But I'll see you tonight, cutie.
Hey, look at me on the couch, dude! Like I was made to be here. Oh, you know it. Just vegging out. Telly was surfing for me. I think it might be a good thing that I wasn't anywhere near the TV before. I could spend some serious hours hanging out in here. Are you kidding? Where do you even start? Streaming? cable, on demand. I don't even know if you know this, but we had these things called bunny ears. They worked and they looked really cool because you could twist them around and stuff. Completely different ballgame. Content? Yeah, it all kind of feels like content. How do you sift through the bad to get to the good stuff? Huh. I guess that's why none of it really feels special. Algo what now? Explain. Man, that blows. Man, the tube was awesome back in my day. Family neckties, Bash, Houston, the Jeffersons, Wonder Bread years, Growing Pain Relievers, The Facts of Life, Miami Vice Grips. Oh, so many classics. Oh, man, too good. Hey, who's your favorite Silver Senorita? Yeah? Radical! They're my favorite too! She's so silly. Oh man, that was our favorite show. My grandmother and me, she was a 1920s time capsule. It was syndicated. Came on right after afternoon cartoon. Sure, comedy was a little too old for me. I didn't get every joke, but Grandma would laugh, and I would laugh. I think it really shaped my sense of humor. It was special. But still, even if the moment wasn't great, sometimes the memory is still important. Weird how time does that, huh? Yeah, I think I want to be alone for a bit. Is that okay? It's just that I'm feeling a little out of place. Or time.
You see a medic with bright eyes, a kind smile, and a sort of maternal air about her. She doesn't even wait for your introduction, greeting you cheerfully.
Oh, my. Hello there. A fresh face. Here to see the doctor, are ya? Well, look no further. I might look like any old Jane, but I'll have you know that you are looking at a truly top-notch medical professional, and the only one around for miles. Whether you've got a tummy ache or a life-threatening ulcer, I'm your gal.
She pauses, looking you up and down, hopefully.
Do you have a life-threatening ulcer?
You've never seen anyone more disappointed to hear of your good health.
Oh, heck. I do get my hopes up, you know. One of these days, someone is gonna bust through that door bleeding from orifices, natural and contrived, and boy, oh boy, what a red-letter afternoon that'll be. Well, I suppose it would be, to a layperson, but to us medical folk, it's a delicious challenge. Oh, bandages! They are the first line of defense when the interior of the body has the temerity to propose to become the get back in there, blood, back to your proper courses, lymph, and you, skin. have a little help controlling this raging horde of fluid and marrow. Band-aids are basically magic. I could go all day. Anything that you might need, hydrocortisone, non-latex gloves, even a simple pen, that, darling lacerated one, will be duck soup. Zounds, something is drawing my eye. My metasenses are tingling. Better let me take a look at that wound of yours. You sneaky little sufferer. Thought you could slide one by me under cover of a metacarpals, eh? Just to double check, you don't need an injection or two. Take it from me, dear, you're better off safe than sorry. After all, if there's any sign of rash, you won't know it's there unless we do a thorough examination. And even then, well, I'm afraid there's always a chance for scarlet fever. Once more, onto the exam.
Faria looks you up and down, tapping her chin as she considers you from every angle.
Exactly what I thought. No need to be anxious. We caught it just in time. You do indeed possess a splinter. But it's not just any old splinter, dear. What you have is a deep, deep splinter. Plenty of tender flesh open to infection, just waiting for those little microbial monsters to set it. Do you know what that means? And how? And that's just the beginning. Because once the infection's done a number on you, and your poor, beleaguered immune system staggers back onto the field of battle for another round with the enemy, you watch helplessly as your body swells and burns and turns all different shades of red, pink, and yellow, and the true engine of the enemy rolls up to the line. Gangrene. And before you know it, we'll have to amputate entirely. I know. This stuff is not for the faint of heart. Once it's bad enough, my poor new friend, I'm afraid the whole appendage will have to come off, preventing spread and all. I'm sad to say we lose many a good limb to splinters every year. Statistics is not really my field, I have to say. But I know how many amputations I've had to perform because someone got careless moving the milk crate. Ah, yes, I do know about the body. The bottom line is, you have got to stay vigilant. The world's a scary place, and your body is a fragile, fragile thing. One wrong move, and you can throw it into total and utter chaos. A veritable breeding ground for every bomb, dick, and hairy slate of diseases ready to eat you. You never know what the seemingly tiniest, laughable symptom can mean. For example, got a case of bad breath? Maybe you just ate a sandwich with too many onions. Or your breath stinks like a dead fish on a hot Sunday because you've managed to develop halitosis as a result of the toxic substances in your body not being filtered out properly because your liver is failing. Maybe. A totally legitimate possibility. You can never be too careful. And when something does go wrong, well, it's my job to make sure you're all fixed up. And I'll have you know, I take my job very, very seriously. A doctor's duty is to keep their patients alive and kicking. That's a big responsibility, so you can bet your behind I make sure to cross all my T's and dot all my I's. Sometimes even twice. When there is no more sickness. Horse feathers. Feathers. Never. Anywho, it doesn't look like you've got any type of rash after all. Just that splinter looking awful uncomfortable. Let's get that taken care of. And then presto! You're... There you go. Good as new. And if you do develop any plague-like symptoms, well, that's what I'm here for. You'd better. I'll keep the tissues ready. Medical professional Faria's always just a sniff, sneeze, and groan of discomfort away.
Dorian looms over you, just as intimidating as ever.
Fancy a bit of a work? We've got some important denizens who only reside here. All in all, fairly quiet. It's packed in there. But here are a few at the top of my frame. There's Shelley the Shelf, Charge the trusty D20, Penelope the office supplies, and Jerry the junk drawer. Well, what can I do for you? Grottos and gargoyles is his game of choice. He has tons of stories he wants to tell, but hasn't found the person he wants to tell them with. And given the amount of time he spends creating these worlds, he takes them very seriously. If you're looking to be his friend, you should play through one of his campaigns. What can I do for you? Oh yeah, you think our names are... I'll have you know that my name is Dorian after the Grecian column, as I am strong and sparse in decoration. But yes, her name does start with Pen, which is certainly what she is. What can I do for you? Jerry means well, but his tendencies to keep any old thing around get on the nerves of our good Mayor Celia. You'll eventually have to find a way to deal with it if you're looking to become his friend. My recommendation: one man's junk can be another man's art. Oh, you haven't met him, have you? Take a look at an empty frame. You might be surprised by what you find. That's your lot for now. If you want to know more, you'll have to see for yourself.
Hello! What can I do for you, my friend? Are you sure? It takes a lot to upset him. He is always so kind and easygoing. Poor Abel. He's always thinking of others and never himself. I have told him many times he should consider taking a suitor again. Perhaps that could be you. Why not you? But if not you, there are always others. Less and less over the years now, but Abel has always been popular, even if he tries to keep others away. Some objects have hurt him in the past, but I don't think that is all. He has always preferred to be alone. He is very supportive. You need something done? You are hurting? Abel is... As long as it is about you, Abel is there. But when the attention is on him, he is freezing up. As he would say, like hairless cats jumping into a bucket of ice. Why, indeed, I do not fully understand his way of speaking. Ah, yes. I believe he is afraid. Of himself, perhaps? Or of loneliness? Being alone and being lonely are not the same thing. Abel does indeed enjoy solitude, but I think even when he is alone, Abel carries others with him. The loneliness, able to give so much of himself freely and have that thrown aside, I think it would ruin him, and he is knowing it. Yes, nothing casual. If you want his heart, you must meet. But I know this. If you do pursue him, he will not let you down. Happy to help. Bye for now.
You've never been ashamed of your interest in tabletop games, but ever since you stopped seeing people, you've spent far less time role-playing than you used to. The cloak-wearing nerd standing before you reminds you of days gone by, when you used to gather around a table with your college friends and pretend to be someone else.
Ho there, traveler! No. Ho, as in Hey, howdy. How are you? You know, simple salutation. That's this. I'm Chance, your D20.
The mysterious cloak comes off, and you see the friendly face beneath.
Welcome. Taking a tiny respite from the drudgery of work? I actually have no idea. All I do is play. If you are up for a real adventure, I have just the thing for you. Have you ever heard grottos and gargoyles? Oh, that's great! What's your favorite monster? Oh, and what about your favorite mystical weapon? Or class? Oh, I have so many questions. Wow! Someone else who feels the same as me! Oh, it's so hard to pick a favorite. Everything about G&G is so cool. You wouldn't want to, maybe, play with me, would you? It would only be the single greatest thing you could do for me.
Chance's eyes light up, his hands balling into fists as he does his best to contain his excitement.
Really? Holy crit! Someone to play with me! You have no idea how hard it is to find someone to play with. Sure can. Don't you worry about that. Your chronicler will balance everything for solo play. Regardless, it'll give us some time to get to know each other better. It's time to get you your character. All we have to do is choose your stats, your powers, and your weapons. Then your armor, your lineage, and your gargoyle gauge. Although I might leave that out for this first character. It's an option. See, you can have a portion of gargoyle blood running through your veins, which lets you... How about you let me make your character for you? I know the game inside and out, and you can just show up and play. Oh, I'm so excited. You have no idea how much fun we're going to have. I'll even build the session based on what class you pick. There are 3 classes I can get rolling for you. All of them are awesome, but they won't be too much of a challenge. I'd suggest the Troubadour, the Guardian, or the Enchanter. Which one would you like? I'm so excited! The Enchanter it is! Magic will flow and find home in your heart. I heard that Lux wanted to get into G&G more and was thinking of playing a hotshot. If you two know each other, I'll invite them. Now that I know who you want to be, it'll take me some time to finish building out the session for you. Give me a day? I should be ready by then. Anything before that, and it's a bit dicey if I'll be ready or not. Haha, me neither. Oh, it's been so long since I've played. I'll see you then.
You find Daisuke where you left him last time, staring intently at dishes on the table. Unlike the last time, however, he has a list in one hand.
Hardly working at the moment. There's much to do, and my injuries have slowed me down. In addition to inventory and keeping track of all the dishes, I'm also in charge of deliveries. Unfortunately, I am unable to do much in my current condition. I prefer to work alone, but an assistant would be invaluable in this moment. You wish to right this wrong? Good. I have preparations I must first finish. But return to me again, and I will give you instructions on delivery. In the meantime, perhaps you can help me wash these dishes. Dishy? I trust no one but myself with such precious items. Unfortunately, I must trust you with them for now. Do not disappoint me. Please begin, then.
You pick up the dishes and begin to wash. As you work, you feel Daisuke's eyes boring holes into you. It makes you feel...
Your hands are shaking. Take care lest you drop one.
Daisuke places a hand on yours, perhaps to steady you, but it has the opposite effect. There's strength and grace in equal measure in his touch, and it makes you wonder how he might touch you under different circumstances.
Are you listening?
You manage to finish washing the dishes without further incident.
Well done. This may not be the disaster I assumed. When next we meet, you will assist me with deliveries. Be prepared. Complete these deliveries, and all will be well once more. Leave me now. I must review orders and inventory. Farewell.
What appears to be a dishwasher with arms, legs, and a disconcertingly cheerful face waves happily at you. You tap the deviators a few times, wondering if they've malfunctioned, but the mascot-like dishwasher before you doesn't waver or change.
Hello, and welcome to the Valdivian Dishwashing. We offer an alarmingly clean output of all kinds of... My name is Dishy. I'm your dishwasher. To get started, please connect me to your internet so I can get started knowing exactly what I need. I just need to know some basic information. Dishwashing habits, dishwashing preferences, past dishwashers owned, financial records, preferences on fruit flavors. For soap, of course. Ah, thank you. That feels much... Wait just a moment as I get your dishwashing experience ready.
Dishy falls silent, perhaps processing.
Beep, boop, 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 boop. One new update, downloading update. Beep, boop, 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 boop. 1% download. Beep, boop, bop. Beep, boop, boop, boop. 2% downloaded. Beep, boop, beep, beep, boop, beep, boop, beep, boop, 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 boop. 3% downloaded. Beep, boop, boop, boop. Beep, 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 boop, 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 beep, boop, 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 beep. 2% downloaded. Beep, boop, beep, 4% downloaded.
A stylist with a very vertical, very pink hairdo appraises you.
Oh! How about we... Oh, dear. I think I'm getting lost right at the start of all this. I'm so sorry, darling. My brain runs quicker than cheap mascara sometimes. Stupid Barry, disposable Barry, you're doing it again. Oh, just stop talking. I would like that, yes.
He takes a deep breath, shaking off his awkwardness and giving you a friendly smile.
Let's take this from the perfectly coiffed top, shall we? My name is Barry Styles. I am your one-stop shop for looking good, feeling great. Not that I have to work too hard at that because, and I don't know if I made myself clear enough on this point, darling, but you are looking fabulous. Why, hello. I'll be honest, because I like to be clearer than a freshly unblocked pore, I really don't like talking about myself, hun. I'd much rather talk all about you. And eyebrow hydration, of course. You really cannot underestimate how important it is to avoid a thirsty brow, baby. But mostly, I want to talk all about you. In fact, if you'd be so gracious as to indulge me, I'd love to really get under the skin. Oh, not literally, obviously. My products are for external use only. I mean, can I ask you a few questions? Oh, fabulous, darling. Okay. This is super exciting. I just love learning about what other people like. I haven't yet met with a taste I can cater to. So, that in mind, I simply have to ask, drum roll, favorite brand of tweezer? Not a tweezer kind of human? More a plucker? I always like to say that you are valid no matter how hard you pluck. Favorite brand of tweezer? Oh, okay, that's fine, darling. I had a whole extravagant Q&A planned out just for you, but if there's one thing I know, it's not to press too hard. That's how you get an uneven skin tone. I'm absolutely happy to move on if you are. Let's. So, let me just make a mental note. No need to actually write it down. Got a mind like a steel trap. At least when it comes to tweezers and tweezer-related lifestyle choices. Ask me to remember a job interview or doctor's appointment, and I can't help you. But random hair conditioner trivia? I could give you that for days. Sorry? Right. The critical path. Let us continue right on down with... This is a good one. A classic of a beauty question. We can't have a beauty Q&A without knowing your favorite lipstick color, can we? Mine is pink. Impressive, no? That's what I said. What, pray tell, is yours? My favorite too. The thing about pink is the diversity of mood it conveys. At once playfully innocent and chicly suggestive, its cultural association with femininity has seen it both stigmatized and embraced in its use more than any other color can either be a display of conformity or of rebellion. And perhaps most importantly of all, it just really pairs well with my eyes. Moving on, it's time for our final question. That sounded threatening. Anyway, third cue. What do you think is the biggest reason to wear makeup? That is one super valid reason, darling. A good makeup job can really draw out the hot. When I do my thing, there's a real joy in framing someone's eyes to show just how alluring they are. Or highlighting some gorgeous cheekbones, pinpointing the steamiest features and putting all the attention on them. That's art.
Sorry, I spoke a lot again. Of course I did. I'm an overshare. Need to stop that.
Barry still looks embarrassed, but a sweet little flush comes over his pale cheeks, and he smiles at you.
Well, darling, that about wraps up the cues. It was gonna be a big 20-question thingy, but I just didn't do it, I suppose. Plus, I forgot half the ideas I had for it when I thought about combs for an hour. Really? That's wonderful, darling. I had a lot of fun, too. Oh, I really hope we can have another fabulous chat again.
You again? Probably because I didn't give it.
It's Rebel.
The duck off, Johnny! You duckin' overpriced rooster! I'll do shit to your plumbing that even Roto Booter won't be able to fix. You might finally hit that high D, you duckin' douche nozzle! But will it be worth it?
Bravo.
Duck off!
Stay nice, Rebel.
So, what brings you back, poser? See? I'm being nice. Ugh. I'm a duck. Quack. Riveting. What, you trying to be ducking cool or something? I say you could call me that, dumbass? Pretty damn sure I didn't. But you are all those things, and more, probably. I'm just being accurate. Fine. Call me Rebel. Or Daddy. Good girl. Oh. And there it is. I'm getting bored with this dumbass I usually spend about 20 seconds talking, and then whoever I'm talking to miraculously ends up dead. Or underneath my rubber. You can be whichever one you like. That's the only favor I'm gonna do you too, so appreciate that shit. Yes and no. It's Nunya. Nunya duck in business. Oh, barf. Names are worth choosing. And I don't have to tell you shit if I don't feel like it. In fact, I'm gonna get the duck out of this one-bill town. You wanna talk to me again? Too duckin' bad, poser. You ever heard the saying, gone like a rubber duck who's done with your shit? Ah, so that's why you turned out the— Poof! Rebel's gone.
You've never been famous a day in your life, but as you try to evaluate the excitable figure blatantly staring at you, you can't help but wonder if perhaps this is how it feels. She looks at you like you've just announced she's won the lottery, her eyes wide and her jaw dropped.
Oh my god, this cannot be real. I must be dreaming, right? This is totally a dream. It has to be. Yes, that's it. That's clearly the most logical explanation. Right now, I am comfortably asleep in my bed, zonked out on Ambien, listening to the calming drone of my white noise machine. Because this right here, there is absolutely no way on Earth this could actually be happening, right? Oh my god, it really is you!
She turns away from you for a few moments, fanning at her face. and it doesn't help her calm down.
I just can't believe it. I mean, you prepare your whole existence for something like this, but then, when it actually happens, no amount of preparation could ever possibly be enough. I know that people throw around the expression shaking, crying, and throwing up, but I think I might actually do it. I don't know why I even said that. I'm so sorry. It's just that my heart's racing a mile a minute, and there's definitely not enough oxygen getting to my rotor, which means I'm liable to blurt out just about any random thing that pops into my head. Taxidermy, penicillin, see, just like that. Oh, I'm so embarrassed. Are you kidding? I'm making a total fool of myself. I'm sorry, I really don't mean to be overreacting like this. I just never thought we'd actually get the chance to interface like this. And now that it's happening, I'm totally blowing it, aren't I? Really? You promise? Would you allow me the opportunity to just reset this whole interaction so I have the chance to put my best blade forward? Oh my god, you are the absolute best. Just like I always knew you would. Okay, here goes. Hi there, I'm Fantina, and if it wasn't painfully obvious from my over-the-top outburst a moment ago, I am your biggest fan. Oh, I'm so glad you feel that way.
Hang on! My content aware is going off. Fantina is your biggest fan, in more ways than one. You cool with that? Or you want to skip it?
Carry on. I've been a huge admirer of yours since the second you brought me home from that discount electronics outlet all those years ago. Just everything about you is so unbelievably impressive. I'm constantly in total awe. It's true. I've never known anyone so inspiring. The way you wash the dishes, making sure they're sparkling clean even before you place them in the dishwasher. The way you adhere to a strict daily routine with every single minute, pre-planned weeks in advance. The way you always file your taxes 3 months before they're due. Oh, there truly aren't words for how incredible you are. Of course, I just want you to know how absolutely inspiring you are. I really don't want to bother you any more than I already have, and I know your time is extremely valuable, but I was just wondering. No, it's silly. Forget I ever said anything. Well, I was just wondering, if it's not too much, would you be willing to sign one of my blades? Just so I have something to remember this amazing. Only if it's not too much trouble, though. I really don't want to inconvenience you.
You take the permanent marquee Fantina holds out to you and scroll your signature along one of her blades.
Oh boy, wow, that feels really nice. Yum. Oh, thank you so much. And your handwriting is so immaculate. You are an artist with that pen. I didn't realize I was in the presence of such a talented calligrapher. I'm just being honest. Wow, I can't believe I actually got your sick and emblazoned on my own body, no less. I can't wait to show this off to everyone else in the fan. They are going to be so unbelievably jealous I met you. Wait, you don't know? I thought for sure you knew. Yeah, you have a fan club. We actually have meetups every week. We talk about everything you've been up to at work, what new projects you're developing, discuss your menu for the week. Sometimes there's a raffle. There's a very comprehensive agenda. Actually, we're having our weekly meetup and I would never want to impose or overstep, so please tell me if this seems inappropriate, but if you're not super busy... Seriously? That's so Oh, I can't wait to tell everyone. Thank you.
A grande dame with a gothic vibe regards you with an expression that's hard to read. She...
Well, well. If it isn't the one who made me... Ugh. I don't know. I suppose I'm a bit... disappointed. For someone who's amassed such a varied and confusing collection of bits, you just look so... normal. I was hoping for a real Frankenbrine to go with all this preservation. That you did, my darling. Can't you tell? I am the animus behind all of this stuff. Yours. All these memories stuffed up here in the attic because you didn't want to get rid of them, but couldn't think of anything else to do. One object, fine. Two objects, fine. But boxes full? You had to know that was all going to add up to something more substantial. To me. You lucky dog. All this time I've been in your house, and this is the first time you've come up to visit me. I think I'll make use of your presence, long delayed though it is, by holding your feet to the fire. Is it? I suppose so. Spicy is not generally the first descriptor applied to me. Bitter, cold, dangerous, damaged, deranged, unhinged, mad. I had a lover once, a ladder, who told me I was the black hole she couldn't wait to fall into. She's gone now. Memories. At long last, we are going to go through all of this. Every single piece. We're going to see, sort, and dispose of each object stuffed in the corners up here, and finally, order will reign. I love chaos as much as the next memory, but enough is enough. I'm starting to look like Jerry. Oh no. You are long past the point of no return with me. I exist now, and I'll go on existing. The cleansing I'm demanding will simply mean that I can exist with some semblance of dignity. Though perhaps I shouldn't ask you to do this with me. I know how tantalizing it is to be worried to distraction. But no, needs must. We've established I won't die. Though, another time, that might be fun. Let's get on with it. The first of your tasks for me is to gather Cam and Art, so that we might proceed efficiently. Seems I'm not the only one in this house who's been ignored. Cam is your long-suffering trash can. You should definitely go and establish the acquaintance. I'm jealous you're getting to meet him for the first time. Surly is his good side. And Art is, like me, an animating spirit of a group of your objects. In his case, your artwork. He can be energetic, but he's worth knowing. Check with the picture frame near me here. We work together occasionally. These two are both necessary for our project to proceed, so off you go.
A marble Adonis regards you with a critical gaze, completely unembarrassed to be wearing so little in your presence. He gestures to the room around you, wrinkling his sculpted nose.
Oh, a preponderance of dust. Oh. I'm so glad you're here. As the owner, the curator of this house, I feel this must be brought to your attention. Just look at that. The dust has created almost a cake-like texture. Makes it next to impossible to divine any detail or subtlety the piece may possess. I do. Precisely. It needs a good brushing, or perhaps a good swiping, or maybe even a good blowing. What's What have I said? We were talking about removing dust, brushing, swiping, a good blow. Oh dear, yes. I heard it that time. Ha! That is titillating, isn't it? Good art can be that, you know. In this context, though, I just meant dust. Blowing as a dust-scattering mechanism. That's all. Whew, Dust does whip me into a frenzy. Conservation has certainly entered a lowered state of late, but there is always hope. I am forever an optimist, and a pessimist, actually. Oh, and a nihilist. Excellent query. I am art. All and sundry, great and small, art. I am a towering intellectual achievement of profound psycho-spiritual depth. I am a wonderfully ridiculous and whimsical court jester to you, the monarch. I am a passionate, sensual bacchanal. I am a reckless, devil-may-care risk-taker.
He sweeps his arms in a grand gesture, striking a pose that makes him look like the ancient statues he's modeled after.
I am sacred paint. I just love introducing myself. Wasn't that fun? Haha, yes! Oh, your enthusiasm is delicious. I swear if I could eat enthusiasm, I would. I think it would taste like rock. Perhaps you'd be enthused about one more thing. It's my next big. I have fully invested myself in the project of turning this house into a gallery. It is by no means required, but for several reasons, I would love your input and assistance. Would you care to join me? I've never had a co-curator before. Yes! Oh, I think so too. A lot of work, perhaps, and it might even become emotional. We just never know what real art is going to bring forth in us, do we? Oh, sacred paint, I love the journey. All right, I'll go prepare. I'll see you back here in a bit, and we shall begin.
When you bought this house, you heard rumors the place was haunted, but you never paid it any mind. But there's no question that the spirit floating before you is a ghost. She looks like she came straight from the 80s. Her clothes as dated as her skin is translucent. Her eyes lock onto yours, and a chill runs down your spine. But where you feel a tingle of apprehension, this ghost seems elated.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god! Hi!
Oh, my content aware just gave me a scare. Zoe is a sweetie, but you should know that her story might contain some descriptions of violence. You cool with that? Or you want to skip it? Great! No, Zoe actually can't hear me since you're not actually wearing the day theaters right now. Ooh, pretty wild stuff. Bye!
Hi. I don't know. Oh my god, what are you? Where are you from? Do you like ice cream? This is the best day ever. It is! Unless it's night. It's hard to tell in the attic sometimes. I've just been up here all by myself for God, I don't even know how long. You'd be amazed at how bad my sense of time is. Like, it's actually kind of crazy. I can't even tell the difference between a minute and a month. But I have just been here, you know? And I am so bored. And I just give anything for someone to talk to. I was just thinking about that. Like, I think a lot. Like, I'm such an intellectual. And then here you are. Like, there you were. You might eventually be over there. And that's nuts. I might feel the same. Is that weird? Let me explain some stuff. Life, as you might know it, is kind of a complicated proposition for me. I don't know if you can tell. I hide it pretty well. Oh my god. I rhymed. Ah, that's amazing. Honestly, it's amazing to even be able to speak because a lot of the time I can't make sounds, which is weird. And a lot of the time, like most of the time, I think I'm invisible because nobody can see me. And that's super weird. I'm totally real. You know, I mean, I think I am. So why wouldn't I be? Because if I can think, I must have a brain or a consciousness somewhere. Right, yes, sorry, I am just so excited. My name is Zoe. I know, it's like the coolest name ever. I actually picked it myself. My name when I was alive was something really dull, like Lucinda, or like Elvis, or something, I don't remember. But the moment I died, I picked the name Zoe. It was one of the ways I made myself feel better about being dead. So yeah, I'm a ghost. I'm totally dead, which is probably why you felt cold when you first saw me, because you can see me, which is basically the coolest thing that's happened ever in the history of the world, except of course for me dying, which was equally awesome because being a ghost is the best. Wait, are you screaming because it's awesome or because you think maybe a spider just crawled up your butt? I know, I have questions too. Let's just sit here and ask each other tons of questions. Oh my God, you can eat? Hey, listen, something's happening. I don't always have control over when I evaporate, and it kind of feels like I'm about to just, like, cease to be here. Such a bummer. I want to talk to you. Just, come back and see me again, okay? This is gonna be so cool. No pun intended, because I'm cold.
Zoe is already beginning to fade, her voice growing fainter.
Oh, here I go. See you later.